The Bengals with one final chance to shine in primetime. Mike Petraglia inside AT&T Stadium here in Arlington, Texas. The Bengals 4-8, pretty much out of all playoff consideration coming into this game against the 5-7 Dallas Cowboys. It is the much heralded Simpsons game coming into this contest. Of course, Bengals and Cowboys players will be transformed into Simpson characters on the Disney Plus feed, not on the ESPN feed. You don't have to worry about that. But it'll, of course, be Bengals and Cowboys in Springfield. But if you want to catch that, tune in to Disney Plus, where they will have a special broadcast. As for the real game here inside AT&T Stadium, the Bengals want to change their primetime luck for 2024. They are 0-3 so far this year in primetime. They lost in week number 3 to Washington at Paycor Stadium. Then they lost on Thursday Night Football at Baltimore, and on Sunday Night Football in Los Angeles to the Chargers. So can the Bengals finally get a win in primetime here in Dallas? Well, Bengals will certainly want to get their offense going, but they want their defense, their much embattled defense, to finally show up here and take on a Cowboys team that they think they may have a chance of slowing down. Cooper Rush is the quarterback, of course. He beat the Bengals a couple of years ago here in AT&T Stadium, 20-17. Like tonight, he was filling in for Dak Prescott. In that game, he went 19 of 31 for 257 yards, a touchdown, and no interceptions. Played a very efficient game. That is the formula tonight, again, for Cooper Rush, head coach Mike McCarthy, and the Cowboys against a Bengals defense that is ranked 31st in points allowed this year at 28.6 points per game. Dallas is not much better at 28.3, so this could be a shootout on Monday Night Football. Will the Bengals attack the Cowboys' run defense? The run defense for the Cowboys is giving up 147 yards per game. That's 31st ranked in the National Football League. But, of course, the Bengals are known for their passing attack with Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase leading the NFL in receiving yardage this year with over 1,100 yards. He has 13 touchdowns receiving this year. That already matches his career high. Joe Burrow has an NFL high 30 touchdown passes this season. He'd like to add to that tonight. But the Bengals want to play a balanced attack. They want to show a national audience, like Joe Burrow said this week in his press conference. They want to be entertaining, but they want to win the game. They want to accomplish both tonight, and they feel they can accomplish both. But it really does start with playing complementary football, something the Bengals have obviously not done much of at all this season. So that is really the game plan for the Bengals. Get a hold of Cooper Rush. Try not to let him lead the team up and down the field. Get off the field on third down, which a couple of years ago against Cooper Rush, they did not do a very good job of doing, which is why the Cowboys were able to contain Joe Burrow and company, at least in the first half. In terms of injuries, we are not expecting Orlando Brown Jr. to play in this game. He was ruled out on Saturday. So he is out of this game. Cody Ford gets the start at left tackle, just like he did when Orlando Brown Jr. was injured a couple of weeks ago. And Cordell Volson will return to the starting lineup. That's the expectation. He was benched last week in favor of Cody Ford at left tackle. So one would expect Cordell Volson to be back in the lineup for this game. On the defensive side of the ball, we all know about Logan Wilson. He is out for likely the rest of the year, but stay tuned on that with knee surgery. Something had to be cleaned up in his knee, so he is not available tonight. And also Sheldon Rankins will miss another game with a viral illness. He will not be available in the middle of that defensive line. So, again, another opportunity for McKinley Jackson and Chris Jenkins Jr. to shine in the middle of that defensive line, 2 rookies who really need to show their mettle heading into the end of this season and looking ahead to 2025. In terms of the place kicking, Evan McPherson also on IR with a groin injury, and that means Cade York will be handling the kicking responsibilities, kickoffs, extra points, and field goals. He was elevated this afternoon for the game from the practice squad, so that means he's a standard elevation. He will return to the practice squad on Tuesday once this game is over. Of course, a little sidelight here with Cade York. His girlfriend is one of the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders. He quipped this week to us in front of his locker, "Don't worry, she'll be cheering for me. I'll sneak her a smile in the middle of the game." So that's something maybe the cameras can pick up on Monday Night Football and Monday Night Fun Day Football for The Simpsons on Disney+. We'll have you covered, of course, after the game, me and Skinny on the Jungle Roar Skinny Bengals postgame pod on youtube.com/@JungleRoarPod. Follow me all game long on the X @Trags, TRAGS. And, of course, as always, follow me online for all the online content from this contest and all Bengals-related material. CLNS Cincy with a Y.com. Inside AT&T Stadium, Mike Petraglia, CLNS Media.